afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Warrior Field here at Centaurus High School, where today the Eaglecrest Raptors will try and continue their storybook march to the Colorado State 5A championship game. The Raptors, of course, bring the perfect record into the ball game. They are 11-0, and winners last week against Golden High School at the Stutler Bowl. Centaurus comes into the game with only one loss against them, and the Warriors, a perennial power in the 5A ranks. Good afternoon again, everybody. I'm Matt Cook along with Eric Robinson for this amateur sports video production. And wanted to just take a moment and thank some members of the Booster Club, Vicky and Wayne Hedrick in particular. They make all this possible. They help get the tapes out to the parents and get these games for you so that as your sons graduate, you'll be able to relive these football moments. So Jason Rogers now will tee it up, and the architects here at the Warrior Field not taking video into the equation as they put the poles right where you have to shoot in front of them, I guess. Anyway, Jason kicks it off all the way down to the 5. That's number 34, David Trujillo, on the return for the Warriors. He gets the ball out to about the 23-yard line. And here come the Raptors on offense. Raptors, of course, will be wearing the gray pants and gray jerseys, their road uniform, and they will be matched up against the Centaurus Warriors, who wear blue and blue helmets as well, so they're really blue on that side. So the Warriors come out one back offense. Now they send a man in motion, and that's a carry up the middle, number 48, Matt D. And D picks up a couple up to about, say, the 29-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 yards now. Bring up second down and 6 situation for the Warriors. Number 7, Chris Cottle, the quarterback for Centaurus. And Centaurus does a lot of things. They'll send a lot of people in motion. There's D on the carry again. Maybe gets across the 30-yard line. And they give him credit to the 31-yard line. So he will be a little short. That'll bring up a third down situation. As I mentioned, Centaurus does a lot of different things on offense as far as men in motion and rather unique formations. You'll notice this guy here on the end sometimes will line up almost to the point where he's parallel to the line of scrimmage. Quick pitch now, and the Warriors pick up the first down. That's number 20, Chris Isle. Sorry, check that, Charlie Isle ahead for the first down to about the 37-yard line. Now you get a look at what I was talking about, that back on the end lining up, and then they bring him in motion a lot. That's number 11. And he gets the ball out to about the 40-yard line before he's sacked, tackled, and put down by the Raptors over there. So the Raptor defense came up big last week. Couple of goal line stands to preserve the victory. And give a lot of credit to that Raptor offense as well. Damian Brown had a big day, as he usually does. Quick handoff to the first man through the hole. Bo Rogers on the tackle. That's D on the carry. He gets out to near first down territory. He'll be a little bit short, but he will be close. So the Warriors coming out and moving the ball rather handily right now. And the Warriors come up again. They line that man on the end like that. Now they bring him in motion. And they hand it off first man through the hole again. That's Matt D. He's picking up big chunks of yardage right up the middle there. So the Raptors will dig in. The ball into Raptor territory at about the 49-yard line. And this time it's a quarterback keeper, Chris Cottle, with the carry. And he picks up a bunch. Gets the ball down to about the 44-yard line. Number 33, Greg Cutlip, the tackler on that play for the Raptors. Of course, Kerry Phillips and Jasper Armstrong, along with Garen Shelton, anchor that defensive line. Quick pitch again, this time Courtney McHugh, the first man there, and he gets support by the rest of the Raptors. And then Travis Noble and Lance Gilleth are linebackers. Bo Rogers and number 33, Greg Cutlip, play the D-back positions, and then your cornerbacks, Courtney McHugh, Trey Miller. So Centaurus now sends another man in motion. First man through the hole. This time nothing doing. Lance Gilleth, nice blitz right up the middle. Good support by Garen Shelton there. And number 22, Courtney McHugh. And they knocked him back a little bit on that one. And you always know where Lance Gilleth is. He's about 3 inches taller than anybody else, but he also wears those high white socks. Just kind of look for those white socks in the middle of the defensive play, and you'll find Lance Gilleth. So the Warriors now back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to bring a man in motion. And they wait on the snap. Now they want the timeout. I think they're trying to draw the Raptors off. The Raptors would have none of it. Last week, Golden was able to do that a couple times and get the Raptors to jump off sides. And I'm sure Coach Ron Peterson let his guys know that this part of the season, mental mistakes like jumping off sides, just don't get the job done. And Peterson has been a great coach this year. He's done a lot with his squad. Big gain right up the middle, shoots through the traffic at the line of scrimmage, and then into the defensive secondary goes Matt D. So the Warriors coming right out, take the opening kickoff, and they are driving now down inside Raptor territory. The ball at about the 31-yard line. As you can see, the field not very green, but on the other hand, it is a pretty fast track. Not too much torn up. That's D this time, and he's got the carry the outside. Finally pulled down over there by Courtney McHugh, but another big gain. Check that, that's number 42. Terrell Cameron was back. I'm sorry, that is 22. Courtney McHugh over there. So we wait for the officials to wind the clock here. We're in the first quarter at Warrior Field, no score, but Centaurus is driving, and they're in Raptor territory now. Now they run the play action, looking for pass. Good pursuit by Shelton. Isle able to run away from it. He's going to get in for the touchdown. A long gainer. I'm not so sure that that wasn't a planned rollout there, as Chris Cottle took the snap, made it look like he was handing off to number 11 coming around, and then he just carried it into the end zone. Garen Shelton had good penetration, but Cottle had the wheels and turned him on a little bit and got to the corner of the end zone to put his team up 6-0. And the Warriors are going to go for it right off the bat. Two-point conversion, same play, and this time Cottle slips down and just tapped down by Travis Noble then. So that's kind of what I was talking about. There's not a lot of grass left on this field, but it's not muddy. But the footing could be a little treacherous here this afternoon. The other plus is it's a nice day, lots of sunshine. Pretty stiff breeze blowing through the stadium here as you see Damian Brown. Now they hit the reverse. Jason Sovereign slips down, and he's going to get tackled. Sovereign had the alley to the outside, but as he slipped, the ball popped loose, and he had to take a second to recover the ball, and not much of a chance there. So Hedrick brings his Raptors to the line. Quick pitch out to Damian Brown, and Brown slips down. So that far into the field, offering some footing problems here. And I don't know if maybe the guys brought an extra pair of shoes. They can try a longer cleat perhaps at halftime or something to try and eliminate that problem. Of course, the Raptors used to playing on AstroTurf. They may not be all that comfortable in their grass cleated shoes here. Screen pass over there. Brown's got blockers. Brown has the ball. Brown across the 20. Out 25-26. Tries to keep it inside. And gets tackled down by number 83, Scott Sunderson. but a good screenplay. That's a good call down there. He had a little bit of trouble finding some footing. Just let those rushers come. Bryce Hedrick, smart quarterback that he is, can carry that play off nicely, makes it look like he's in trouble, and then just dump it off the head, over the head of the rushers. So Hedrick now again. He has the snap, quick pitch on the counter there to Terrell Cameron. He gets it out to the 30-yard line, just a little bit shy. So Hedrick now with the Raptor backfield behind him, and they're going to hand it off. Jason Sovereign bowls ahead there. And now it's hard to tell, that pole is right there, but he will be out near first down territory. Ball at the 34 now. Mark Moon checks into the game along with Rosano. And Moon will line up at the tight end position. Rosano will split out to the top. Hedrick will settle under center. Brown, Sovereign, Cameron in the backfield with him. He runs play action. Now it's a quarterback boot. Nothing doing. Gets out to the 32. And he's pulled down over there by Centaurus. And of course the offensive line for the Raptors. Alex Cogden, Owen Bradshaw, Demetrius Serpes, as Bryce Hedrick will go back to punt. Get you the rest of the offensive line here in a minute. Hedrick waits for the snap. Good snap. Plenty of time. He gets it off. High end over end kick. And it goes through the Centaurus receiver's hand. Eaglecrest had a play at it. Oh, boy. Golden opportunity missed there. Jamie Napke was down there and couldn't make the play. So the Warriors will have the ball at the 20-yard line now. And the Raptor D will get their second look of the afternoon at Centaurus. Centaurus brings a man in motion. They get the gainer up the middle. Ball almost stripped loose. That's number 36 carrying the ball, Eric Dickinson. And that ball almost stripped loose by number 22, Courtney McHugh, making a play on the ball. And that's the kind of breaks the Raptors want. You see a lot of that right now in the NFL. It seems to be in vogue. A lot of tacklers going after the ball, trying to strip it loose and get those turnovers right away. So Centaurus comes up in that unique formation of theirs, and they'll send that man in motion, number 11. Now it's a quarterback keeper, and Cottle gets across, still on his feet, out to the 48-yard line. So big gainer there on the quarterback keeper. And the Raptors, Trey Miller, now he's getting up off the turf here. I thought perhaps he might have been hurt. So the Raptors now, and Centaurus slips down, has a problem finding the handle there. Shooting in there, number 33, Greg Cutliff. So the Warriors having a little bit of a problem there. Cottle not able to find the footing that time. Travis Noble calls the defensive signals now. Centaurus comes up, sends that man in motion. First man through the hole. Travis Noble takes him head on, drives him back. Centaurus again, same formation. They run the reverse. Good play there. Al Fracola. Good penetration. And he was right there to make the play. I don't even think the Centaurus guy thought he was going to be there. In fact, he looked pretty surprised that he was tripped up. So Al Fracola coming up with the big play. And Fracola and Jasper Armstrong on that right side of the defensive line have been holy terrors all season long. A lot of the pressure from this Raptor defensive line has come from that side. And Centaurus will go back to punt. They even have kind of a unique punt formation there. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. Bo Rogers over there couldn't return it. So Bryce Hedrick now with the Raptors on offense. He runs play action. He's rolling out looking for a receiver. He finds one. Mark Moon holds it in out to the 43-yard line. Mark Moon doesn't see a lot of balls come his way, but I can remember a couple of big catches this young guy's had this year. So Hedrick with the ball at the 43-yard line. Raptor backfield. Now they hit it a little bit on that counter to Terrell Cameron. Cameron cuts it upfield and turns on the Jets, gets across the 40 down to the 35. And Terrell Cameron really has come alive here in the playoffs as teams try and key in on Damian Brown, shutting him down. Terrell Cameron says, fine, give me the ball. I will take care of business. Jason McQueen into the ball game as the split to the wide. Jason Sovereign now down to about the 33-yard line. So Hedrick now under center. Quick pitch out to Brown. Brown trying to get the corner. Good block by Sovereign and a good old-fashioned straight arm. And he fended off one blocker from Centaurus. In fact, that kid is still looking what happened to his head. Bryce Hedrick now will hand it off up the middle. Sovereign, good play action. He picks up maybe a yard or two up the gut. He's stopped there by number 55, Daniel Trujillo. And that will do it for the first quarter here at Warrior Field. The Raptors are trailing 6-0 to the home team Centaurus, but they're on the move now. They've got second down at the 18-yard line. And we're waiting for the officials to wind the clock a little bit. And the wind, as I mentioned, may become a factor. It's blowing pretty briskly across the field. Hedrick now looking to pass. He's going to go into the teeth of that wind. Sends a beautiful pass down there. Rosano, check that. Yeah, that's Rosano. Rob Rosano down there. And the ball a little bit short. So third down now for Bryce Hedrick and his Raptor offense. He's back looking pass again. He sends a bullet down there, and it's blocked. So Jason Rogers will try and put his team on the board. Not a real long kick. Plenty of foot. It's high enough. And it's no good. It went wide right. So the Raptors on their first trip down with a deep penetration to Centaurus. Not able to come up with any points now. Now Centaurus will send trips way out. And they run the ball up the middle. Great play there by number 33, Greg Cutlip. He tripped up Matt D. and held him short. So Centaurus really doing a lot of unique things here. You saw on that wide shot how far out they send those two receivers. And I don't know if they're trying to see if they can sneak them out there somehow, or maybe they feel that by splitting the field that wide, they get a little bit more of an advantage. Cottle will go back to pass. He's going to look for those guys over there. Rolling out, good time. Garen Shelton with some pressure now, and Lance Gillett over there gets it off just in time. And that ball almost picked off. Jamie Kanapke had a play on it. Flag came flying in, but Garen Shelton and Lance Gillett were closing in quick on Chris Cottle, and Cottle just unloaded that ball. Till the penalty against Centaurus, that moves it back to their 10-yard line. They try and go up the middle, and nothing doing that time. Raptors all over the place. First man there, number 55, Lance Gillett. So Lance Gillett coming up big here in the first half. Rogers and Kanapke will wait back for the punt. They're at about the 34 or 33-yard line. You see Kanapke kind of wondering what the officials are waiting for to wind the clock. And a high punt by Centaurus. Wow, really high. Not very long at all. Holy cow, we'll see where they spot that ball going out, but you're going to have a very short punt, and it is. The ball, let's see, about the 34-yard line, so about a 14-yard punt. Maybe a little bit more than that if you're figuring where he punted it from, but not much. Bryce Hedrick now a counter. Terrell Cameron right up the middle. Cameron, nice run. Now he's looking for a block. He's trying to get to the outside. Jason McQueen gives him, and he sticks it in. Yes, he does. Touchdown, Terrell Cameron. And I'll tell you what, Terrell Cameron ought to take Jason McQueen to McDonald's and buy him whatever he wants, because that block right there is what sprung him. He was trying to set it up. Jason McQueen turned around, saw Cameron coming, and didn't really make a physical block, just got in the face of the guy and shielded him enough for Terrell Cameron to get to the outside, and then Cameron does the beautiful acrobatics, laying out and getting into the end zone to knot this ball game at 6s. Jason Rogers now will try and add the PAT. Kick plenty high and right down the old pipe. So the Eaglecrest Raptors take a 1-point lead, 7-6 against Centaurus here in the quarterfinal round of the Colorado State 5A high school football playoffs. Rogers now will tee it up after adding the PAT to put his team up 7-6. And he puts a big kick into it, end over end, down to about the 1-yard line. Centaurus got blockers out there. Good return. Finally run out of bounds by Damian Brown. I believe as number 24, Darius Jones. Nice return to set up his team at about the 27-yard line now. And they come up right back up the middle. First man through the hole. He's through coverage. One man to beat. I think he's going to go all the way. And he does. Number 48, Matt D, first man through the hole, and he goes the distance for the touchdown. So Centaurus wastes no time answering the bell, and Matt D goes flying through there. And D, only a junior. Ball was back on about the 27-yard line, so that's about a 73-yard run for touchdown. And let's see now, Centaurus will elect to kick it. They didn't elect to go for a kick. I wonder if they don't have a very good field goal kicker, because for the second time now they try for the 2-point conversion. And usually in high school, if you don't have very much faith in your kicker, or some schools don't have anybody they would even put out there, they'll go for the 2 every single time. And they're going to get stopped up short this time. Give number 31, Kerry Phillips, the credit for stuffing that one. And then he got the support. So Damian Brown and Terrell Cameron have just seen Matt D rip off a 70-plus yard run from scrimmage for a touchdown. And they would like to answer Mr. D with a return of their own. And if anybody can do it, it's those two guys. End over end kick. And Damian Brown thought maybe he trailed into the end zone a little bit. He looked at the referee. Now he gets to the outside looking for the inside. And now he just runs into too many Centaurus players. And Damian Brown, as you've seen all season long, in high school, if the ball carries too far in the end zone, they call it a touchback. Brown thought he had gone back that way. He looked at ref. Referee made no signal. And then Brown, by that time, had to try and return it. And then Brown gets the first carry up the middle there for maybe about a yard, maybe half a yard, depending on where they spot the ball. So Hedrick will lead the Raptors up to the line. Rosano will split up to the top as the wide receiver. 2 tight ends set, Raptor backfield behind Hedrick. And Hedrick looking out. Now he sends it down. There's Terrell Cameron, hauls it in at the 20. So a nice catch, Terrell Cameron. That should be good for the first down as he gets the Raptors out of the shadow of their own end zone and gets them a little room to work with. We're here in the second quarter. I'm Matt Cook along with Eric Robinson for this amateur sports video production. The Raptors a little bit short, but I think Bryce Hedrick picked up the first down that time. The Raptors, as I mentioned, were down to Golden last week before they turned around and won the ball game. So Hedrick will have a new set of downs to work with. Quick pitch out to Brown. Brown gets a block to the outside, trying to get out there, a little more room to move. And about 5 or 6 Warriors over there to stop him. And that's not unfamiliar to Damian Brown. He's seen double, triple, even quadruple coverages this year. Now they hand it first man through the hole. Sovereign picks up a couple. Out to about the 27-yard line. So the Centaurus defense giving the Raptor offense everything they can handle right now. Bryce Hedrick rolling out there, looking for Damian Brown. Brown's going to get sacked. No, he's on his feet. Flag comes flying in now. Brown's going to make something good out of something And he gets it out to near the 30-yard line. So Damian Brown on the little swing pass there catches it and almost gets pulled down, and then he adds something to it. But the flag came flying in right away. And usually that's where you see holding. Well, now they're going to call a clip against the Raptors. Somebody must have blocked a little bit low on the return there. So now the Raptors will go back to punt. Hedrick will stand at about his 15-yard line and wait on the snap. Gets a good snap, and he gets it off. High kick, and it's going to take a Centaurus bounce. Raptors trying to get it down there to put the ball down, but the ball bounces at about the 47-yard line of Eaglecrest. Covered up there by number 76, Demetrius Serpes. So right up the middle comes Centaurus, nothing doing. Trey Miller, Bo Rogers, and Greg Cutlip all in there on the tackle. They give him forward motion to the original line of scrimmage at about the 47-yard line. So it'll be second down and 10 now for Centaurus. And the defensive unit remains the same. Armstrong, Fracola, Phillips, and Shelton are your D-line there. And he gets ahead to about the 40-yard line, pickup of about 6 or 7, depending where they spot it. Rogers, Miller, Kanapke are your D-backs, and then of course Travis Noble and Lance Gillett, your linebackers for the Raptors. Centaurus has that man lined up almost parallel to the line. Now they bring him, and they hand it up the middle. Big hit there by Bo Rogers coming up, shutting the play down. They handed it off to Matt D, who had that big gain a couple of minutes ago on the long touchdown. So the ball about 2 yards short of the first down, a third down situation for the Raptors now. And they definitely want to stiffen up here, get the ball back to their offense. And the Centaurus Warriors come in a spread formation. And it looks like they picked up the first down. Another unique formation for the Warriors. What they did was they put that tailback about 8 yards deep. Made it look like it was a passing formation. Then they just let him get a running start at it. Quick pitch in the ball. And see if he can get some penetration up into the line. This time he gets the yardage for first down. So Centaurus now on the move once again against the Raptors. They've got first down and 10 at, I believe, the Raptor 35. Now they come with an I backfield, and flags flying everywhere. Rogers in on the tackle, but the play stopped before it really started. We're going to have procedure against Centaurus, so we're moving this ball back. Be first down and 15 now. And the quarterback fakes the pitch and then keeps it himself. Greg Cutlip, first Raptor there on the stop. Also got support from Fracola and Noble. So the Warriors shuttle personnel into the ball game. And with as many formations as they run, they need a lot of people because they've shown at least 5 or 6 different formations so far today. Now they put those 2 guys on the end, both lined up that way. Run play action now. Jasper Armstrong, great penetration, but the pass goes complete down to number 32, Matt Marcus. And Jamie Kanapke down there on the coverage. Check that. That's Courtney McHugh, number 22, down there on the coverage. But Jasper Armstrong just put on a bull rush to the outside and got right in the quarterback's face, but he delivered just a split second before Armstrong got to him, and the ball right on the money And a nice catch down there. So the ball is at the 22-yard line. First down, Centaurus, and they're on the move. Quick pitch outside to number 20, Charlie Isle, and Isle picks up a couple. Ball at the 20, second down now and 8. And the Raptors stop this one right at the line. Garen Shelton taking the running back on, heads up. So third down for the Warriors now, and a bad exchange from quarterback to running back, and they didn't pick up anything on that play. So the ball right now, we're going to take a timeout here. It's an official timeout. So the ball is at about the 17-yard line. Centaurus going for it. Armstrong again, good pressure, trying to get the outside. Bo Rogers hauls him down. Bo Rogers gets credit for the tackle, but Jasper Armstrong makes that play. He shoots up the middle again. That's his third or fourth time with great pressure, and threw the back off of his rhythm enough that Bo Rogers, coming up from his safety position, could run him down and make the tackle. So the Raptors waste no time. And Jason Sovereign now handling the tailback duties. Number 35, Dan Duran, the fullback. Bryce Hedrick goes up top. And Damian Brown was the intended receiver out at about the 50-yard line. And that ball goes incomplete there. And Brown lined up at a wide receiver spot that time. That's why Dan Duran, number 35, was the fullback. And Jason Sovereign had jumped back to the tailback slot. And let's see what the Raptors have in mind now. Sovereign now will return to his customary fullback position. And Damian Brown will handle the tailback duties. And that ball blocked right at the line of scrimmage. Number 32, Matt Marcus. Marcus does a nice job just getting one of those big old paws up there and knocking that ball down. So 2 incomplete passes. Third down now face the Raptors. And Bryce Hedrick, normally a real good quarterback, maybe feeling a little bit of pressure today because both of those balls, not particularly well thrown balls. And now the Raptors get the double whammy. But I tell you what, when the game is on the line like it has been in most of the Eaglecrest games early anyway, Bryce Hedrick's the kid you want pulling the trigger because he is as good a quarterback as anybody in the state right now. Terrell Cameron trying to run the counter, doesn't find too much over there. And he gets tackled by Chris Peel. And Centaurus will take a timeout. The Raptors are going to have to punt. Hedrick will wait back for the snap, and he's ready to punt. Now the Raptors close it down. Centaurus cheating up a little bit like they're coming after the block here. Good snap. Hedrick has time. High kick. Not real long, and it's going to bounce back the other way to add insult to injury. And Damian Brown, check that, Terrell Cameron handles it out of bounds, but the kick not very good. And the Centaurus Warriors are in business now. Centaurus may run the play action. That's Chris Cottle out there. Gets by one, cuts it inside the 10. Pulled down by Courtney McHugh. Jasper Armstrong over there trying to run him down and just couldn't get to him. And Peel gets down inside the 10. There's a Raptor down on the field. So the ball inside the Raptor 10 at about the 7-yard line. And Eaglecrest wants a timeout now to talk things over. So Eaglecrest hopefully has things figured out. And Chris Cottle hands the ball off into the end zone, basically untouched. Goes number 20, Charlie Isle. And he puts his team up 18-7. So the Raptors now have dug themselves a little bit of a hole they've got to climb out of as they find themselves down 11 points, 18-7. The only thing possibly working in their favor, let's see if Centaurus, yes they do. They come out looking for the 2-point conversion again. And that has hurt them as the Raptors have been able to stop them. Cottle wants to go in the end zone. Ball there goes incomplete to number 85, Jeremy Hankey. So the score will stay 18-7. Centaurus not able to convert the point after either the 1 or the 2, and they failed on all 3 of their point after conversions so far today. Kind of a knuckleball kick down to Terrell Cameron. Let's see. Oh, Terrell Cameron makes a good play there. Saw the ball was rolling over towards out of bounds. And he let it go, so the Raptors get the ball at the 35-yard line. Quick pitch out to Damian Brown. Damian out to the outside, got a lead blocker. Jason Sovereign, nice block, and allows Cameron to pick up a couple more yards out to the 38-yard line. The Raptors want to hurry up now as the clock working against them a little bit. Eaglecrest now will burn a timeout to get things set. Moon out of the ball game, Van Durant into the ball game. So it means they're going to look at Damian Brown possibly at the wide receiver slot again. So Ron Peterson will take a stroll out and talk to his offensive unit. So the Raptors are set now. Brown and McQueen split top and bottom. Hedrick looking to pass. He's looking for Brown. Can't find him. Rolling out. Better hurry. He's got some pressure, and he's going to get sacked. Coming from the outside, number 32, Matt Marcus, pulls him down. And that was a covered sack as much as anything. So the Raptors will take halftime, and they trail Centaurus 18-7. So Coach Ron Peterson, I'm sure, trying to get the guys fired up at halftime. And they don't want the season to end yet. But they trail right now to Centaurus 18-7. And that's kind of an ironic number because if I remember correctly, that's the score they beat Golden by last week. The big thing now for the Raptors is they will get the ball to start with here in the first half. One negative thing, though, the wind blowing against them a little bit. And the wind has picked up a little bit here at Centaurus High School in Lafayette, Colorado. So Centaurus now will tee it up. And they've elected to go for 2 on all of their touchdown conversions. And I look at their kicker here. He looks like he's got a pretty decent foot, so I don't know. Maybe they just don't trust their kicking game that much. And he will kick it off all the way down to, well, it'll go out of bounds. Terrell Cameron over there. So the Raptors will get the ball at their own 20-yard line, 80 yards from where they want to be. We're in the third quarter. Centaurus leads it 18-7. Bryce Hedrick comes into the ball game now. And he will try and get this Raptor offense untracked a little bit. On the touchdown drive, they looked good. Then they've had their fair share of misfires. Damian Brown gets the ball, and he's got a good hole. Picks up a gain out to about the 27-yard line. Nice wide alley for Brown to run through over on that side. And of course that offensive line for the Raptors, we talked about them a lot this year. They've done a good job. And they match up well size-wise, it appears, with this Centaurus team. Brown gets the carry again out across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. So Jason McQueen will split to the bottom of the screen. And then Bryce Hedrick will bring the rest of the Raptors up in that Raptor backfield. Now McQueen goes up to the other side. Moon will be the tight end to this side. And they run the counter. Terrell Cameron picks up about 5 yards, still on his feet, pushing forward. And look at number 78, Matt Conatee down there. He was right there pushing his block all the way back till he knew he heard the whistle, which is exactly what you teach offensive linemen. Keep your block, keep your feet moving, because you never know when that running back is coming right behind you, and you could be the block that springs him. So Conatee, the tackle on that right side of the Raptors, doing a nice job. And they run the counter again to Terrell Cameron. Cameron picking up yardage now, 5 yards at a pop. And again, Matt Conatee out there. Nice block on that counter play. And also give credit to number 65, Aaron Wagner. Number 58, Alex Cogden. Of course, Owen Bradshaw. And Demetrius Serpes. This time, Damian Brown going to be stopped back behind the line of scrimmage at about the 31, call it. So the Raptors lose a yard back to the 32. Be second down and 11 now. And the Raptors ready to go to work now. Play action by Hedrick. Hedrick looking for a receiver. He's got somebody down there. Rosano, nice catch. Rob Rosano right over the top of the Centaurus defender, all the way in for the touchdown. Rob Rosano listed as 6'1", and the big guy just went up over the top of the smaller Centaurus defender and ripped the pass right out of his hands and went untouched into the end zone. And the Raptors right back into this ball game now at 18-13 with Jason Rogers. Well, no, check that. They're going to go for 2. Quick pitch out to Damian Brown. Brown's going to get in for the 2. And it is now only a 3-point ball game as the Raptors have scored the touchdown on the beautiful pass to Rob Rosano and the 2-point conversion. And they now lead it. Check that, they don't lead, but they only trail by 3. And Rogers now will get a chance to kick it off. Long kick down to about the 3-yard line. Check that, about the 12-yard line. And a big hit put on right away. Kevin Widmer down there, along with Jasper Armstrong. And you can see Trey Miller there. He is fired up, and so is this Raptor defense. And I've found, watching Eaglecrest this year, that when the offense comes down and makes good plays like that, the defense really gets fired up. So the ball right at the Centaurus 25-yard line. And the Warriors hand it off to the tailback, and he's cut down. Travis Noble and Charlie Ely picks up about 3. Travis Noble cut him down the right mid-stride. So same formation now for the Warriors, splits to the bottom, whistles right away. And it's a good thing that ball was blown dead, because Ely never really got a chance to handle it there. And now we got procedure against the Warriors. So maybe Big Mo momentum has changed jerseys here perhaps at halftime, because the Raptors are on the move now. And Al Fracola, oh, he had a shot at him. I don't think he's going to get away, though. Going to spin out of bounds, and then Jasper Armstrong with a move right out of the WWF pulls him down for the sack. Boy, Jasper Armstrong went up on top. I thought he was going to rip his head off. And he gets the sack, but give the credit over there on the initial pressure. And this time, the Warriors up the middle, they're looking for a couple. And again, Lance Gillett over there, number 55, helping to shut things down a little bit. So the wheels kind of coming off this Centaurus offense right now. It clicked so well in the first half, and they're having a problem here in the early going of the third quarter, and they have to punt. Ball handled by Bo Rogers. Rogers turning it upfield, and he gets out to near the midfield stripe before he's tackled down by Cody Malines. Chris Peel also credited for the tackle. Now the officials are having a conference about something. And I didn't see a flag. I don't know what they're debating here. And of course, we're not privy to that information. So we will just have to wait and find out why. And Eaglecrest huddled and then broke the huddle, and now they're going to huddle up again because the referees haven't made up their mind whatever they're debating here. Jason McQueen will come into the ball game. The official explaining something to. Now they're saying it's holding against Eaglecrest, but I sure never saw a flag. And they sure took them a long time to figure it out. So we'll go back and we'll repunt the ball because the yardage wasn't sufficient enough to give Centaurus the first down. And a high kick, not real long, handled out of bounds by Jamie Kanapke. So Eaglecrest will take over at their own 32-yard line after the strange holding penalty. Hedrick ready to work now. He's under center, waits on the snap. He has it, looking to pass, rolling out, pumps once, sends it downfield. Got a receiver wide open, Terrell Cameron. Goodbye, nobody's going to catch him. Down to the 10, touchdown, Terrell Cameron. Nice play, boy, I tell you what. And Terrell takes a bow a little bit there and then gets lifted up by his quarterback, Bryce Hedrick. And the Raptors have their first lead in this ball game, 21-18. And we'll see. Jason Rogers is on to try and add the PAT. But Terrell Cameron, beautiful job. Bryce Hedrick gets a lot of credit there, too, for sticking with his primary receiver. He pump faked him once and then sent the ball down there. And Terrell did the rest. He just turned on the jets. And Rogers nails down the PAT. And it's a 4-point lead for the Raptors, 22-18, courtesy of the beautiful pass to Terrell Cameron. Rogers now ready to kick it off. And he will send again a high end-over-end kick. And it will drop a little bit short. And now the ball is popping around. I think it touched the Centaurus player. Oh, my. Went out of bounds, but I think it touched the Centaurus player. And that's too bad. The Raptors couldn't get down there and cover it up. So the ball right at the, well, it's right behind that pole. Trust me on this. And the quick pitch out to the outside. Centaurus picks up maybe 2 yards. That's number 20, I believe, Charlie Ely, on the carry for the Warriors. So it'll be second down now and about 8. Now they give him credit for a 3-yard pickup. And you see, once again, the Raptors filling the stands. We've covered quite a few games of the Raptors here this year with Amateur Sports Video. And the Raptors always bring some of the biggest crowds, no matter where they're playing, whether home or on the road. And Cottle wants to go up the middle, and he picks up a couple. He was tackled. First man there, number 33, Greg Cutlip. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 now for the Raptors. And Centaurus will bring a man in motion. And they hand it off, first man through the hole. 1st down, big gain. Number 48, Matt D. And he's been the guy for the Warriors all day long. He picks up the 1st down plus about 10 yards. So the ball now at the 39-yard line. And the Raptor defense wants to stiffen up, get the ball back. And they pitch it off to number 11 this time. DeNavos. So 2nd down now. And the offense doing their part for the Raptors now, and now it's up to the Raptor D. They need a big play here. And they hand it off to D again. Bo Rogers comes up, puts a big hit on him, and slows him up. And then Travis Noble and Trey Miller, along with Al Fricola, over there to finish him off. And the Raptors, most likely, if they win today, will play the number 1 ranked team in the state next week, Sierra, if Sierra wins today. And then that would be, well, many people consider the state championship game there. That's number 20, Charlie Ely on the carry. And Centaurus picks up another 1st down. So the ball at the 27, 1st down and 10. And Centaurus trying to answer the long touchdown reception by Terrell Cameron with a score of their own. And Eaglecrest leads it 22-18. Cottle rolling out, looking to pass, got a receiver down there over his head. Number 85, Jeremy Hankey, the big guy down there. And number 21, Jamie Kanapke on the coverage. The ball was pretty long, though, really never had a play at it. So it'll be 2nd down now for the Warriors. And they want to go up to the air again, trying to roll away from pressure. Jasper Armstrong has an outside alley on him, and he runs out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So Garen Shelton flushed him, and then Jasper Armstrong and Lance Gillett ran him out of bounds, and Cottle takes the ball down for a 1st down at the 15-yard line. Centaurus ready to work now, 1st down. Handed off, Matt D again, 1st man through the middle. He gets it down to the 10, tackled by Courtney McHugh. So a 5-yard pickup on 1st down now, 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. And they are down in Raptor territory and driving. Raptors show blitz. Handed off, 1st man through the hole again. Quick pitch back to Chris Ely. And Ely picks up about 5 yards down to the 5-yard line. So 1st down now in goal. Ball at the 5. The Warriors will get 4 cracks at it there. And the clock winds here as we run down the 3rd quarter. They send a man in motion. That's Ely again. Ely picks up a couple down to about the 1. Second down now. And goal. Let's see, the ball about the 2-yard line. So this is a big play now. Ball right at the 2. Second down. And they pitch to Ely again. And Ely gets stopped, stood up, and pushed back. Give credit over there to, I want to say, Jasper Armstrong, I think, with help from Trey Miller. And they're going to try Ely again. And Ely gets in for the touchdown this time. And he puts his team back up on top, 24-22. And it appears Centaurus again will try and go for the 2-point conversion. Scott Sunderson, number 83, limped off the field. Have to see if he's back into the ball game later. So the Warriors haven't been able to convert all day long on the 2-point. Let's see if they can get it this time. Cottle rolling out, looking for a receiver, sends it down there, and they're not going to get it this time either. Good coverage over there by Kanapke. And the Warriors take a 2-point lead, 24-22 over Eaglecrest. And they put the foot into it. It'll be handled by Terrell Cameron over his hands now. Go back to about the 1. He'll start his return there. Cuts it inside, turns on the jets, runs over one of his own guys, and gets a good return. So he takes the ball at his 1 and still gets a nifty little return for the Raptors. Ball will be at about the 32-yard line, I believe. And the Raptors ready to go to work now and see if they can't get a score of their own. Cameron on the counter. Cameron to the outside. Cameron cuts it inside. Cameron still on his feet. And he just gets tripped up there. Just barely. Or he would have gone all the way. He knows it too. He won that one back. So first down Raptors. They huddle up now. Now they break the huddle. Hedrick gives a few last-minute instructions to Sovereign. Rosano to the bottom and hand it off to Brown. Brown trying to get the outside. Damian Brown gets pulled down quite literally by his shirt tail there at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Second down now and 10 with the ball at the, I want to say the 35-yard line of the Warriors. Hedrick under center. He's looking to pass. He's rolling out. Pumps once. Looks again. Looking downfield. Got some pressure now. He sends it down there. And over the head of Jason McQueen. So third down and 10 for the Raptors. Hedrick going up top right away. Looking to pass. Good pressure. Terrell Cameron catches across the 40. He's going to be about 5-6 yards short of the first down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We've got a real good game here. 2-point lead for Centaurus, 24-22. So on fourth down, the Raptors now, they want a timeout. They lined up like they were going for it. Of course, we've seen them do that quick punt this year as well, but they take one of their timeouts to talk things over. And they are going for it. Hedrick looking to pass. It's a big conversion. He sends it down there. He's got a receiver wide open. Damian Brown, touchdown. Gutsy call by the Eaglecrest coaching staff, and Damian Brown and was wide open. Obviously a blown coverage by the Warriors, and Eaglecrest is back up on top, 28-24. But Damian Brown was wide open. There wasn't anybody within about 10 yards of him, and Bryce Hedrick shows a good restraint there, because when the guy is that wide open, you don't want to send a bullet in there. Send a nice little soft touch pass in there. Brown handled it, and he goes in untouched to put his team back up on top. Raptors are going to go for two now. Try and make it a 6-point lead. And they hand it off to Terrell Cameron. Let's see what they say. I haven't seen the signal yet. So there it is. 2-point conversion, and Terrell Cameron does a nice job of faking it a little bit and hiding the fact that he was the one with the ball, and he gets in. So it's a 6-point game now. And of course, as I mentioned, Centaurus has not converted a single point after on any of their touchdowns. So a 6-point game means the best right now they can do is tie it up. And if the Raptors can hold them out again, it would be a tie ball game. Ball goes out of bounds. Jason Rogers hits it right at the goal line, and it spins out. Centaurus now first down and 10 at the 20. And they look to go up the middle again. And that ball is loose. Eaglecrest is on it. Yes, Eaglecrest has it at the 25-yard line. The ball pops loose, and Travis Noble does the celebrating. Let's see who gets credit. I was trying to see who they gave official credit to for recovering the ball. It doesn't really matter. The important thing is there that the Raptors have it back, and they've got a 6-point lead. We're in the fourth quarter now. Hedrick now rolling out, looking to go. He feels some pressure now. Now he turns it upfield, keeps it himself, gets it out to the 22, stays in bounds, and winds the clock. Good pressure by Centaurus, also good coverage downfield. Hedrick didn't have any place to go. Second down now, and they want to run the counter again. Terrell Cameron juking and doing what he can, and he gets it up to, say, about the 22-yard line. He pops right up. He felt maybe that somebody was taking some liberties there in the pile. He was offended about something. He popped right up. Of course, what they do not want to do right now is get an unsportsmanlike penalty, because that would take him 15 yards back. And they want some points on this trip down the field, because when you get a big break like a fumble, you want to convert it into points. So Bryce Hedrick now rolling out, runs play action, looking to pass. Now he feels some pressure, sends it down there, drills it right in there. Jason McQueen had it, and then it pops out. And McQueen knows he should have held on to that one. So the incomplete brings up fourth down, and Jason Rogers will try and add a field goal. Ball, this is about a 30-yard field goal. And he line drives it no good. Just really didn't get into that ball very well at all. So it's still a 6-point ball game, 30-24. So Centaurus gets the ball there. And they go up the middle. This time, nothing doing. Lance Gillett there. First man in on the pressure, though, was Kerry Phillips. He tripped him up, and Gillett just there to make sure he gets put down. They give him 3 yards on that. Second down now and 7 for Centaurus. Pitch out to number 11, and he gets out to near the 30-yard line. Jamie Kanapke over there on the tackle. So the carry by Centaurus is good for a first down out to the 30-yard line. And the Raptors now on defense, not able to convert the fumble recovery into some points, and they lead it 30-24. Again, first man through the hole. Lance Gillett tackles him down. That's number 48, Matt D. And D is out near first down yardage again. And that's good for another Warrior first down. So the ball at the 40. So the Warriors refusing to go away right now. And we have an official timeout now. Centaurus sends that man in motion now. They quick pitch it to him. Across the 42. Big hit there. And Bo Rogers lays the hit on number 20, Charlie Ely. And Ely only picked up about 1 yard there as Bo Rogers came flying up from his safety position to shut it down. So 2nd and 9 for the Warriors. And they quick pitch it back to Ely again. Ely this time tackled by Trey Miller and pulled back. So Trey Miller does a nice job of coming up on run support. And they give him credit to the 44. So this 3rd down and about 6 now. It's a big play for Centaurus. Centaurus gets it out to about the 48-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. They spot it just short. So it'll be 4th down and 3 situation. They spot it just short of the 48-yard line. So 4th down and 3. And Eaglecrest was able to convert a big 4th down a minute ago. And we'll see now what Centaurus can do with it. And they pitch it to, oh, big stop right there. Bo Rogers, holy cow. Nearly bent the running back in 2. He needed to get across midfield, and I don't think he did. No, they don't. They're not even going to measure it. Well, we're still waiting for the official ruling, but Centaurus is sent there, and they don't. They hold. So the Raptors get the ball back at the 50. Damian Brown across midfield up to the 46. So that was a huge defensive stand by the Raptors. They hold him just short. And the ball now at the 47-yard line. Second down for the Raptors. What they want to do, get a couple first downs and chew up this clock and go home winners and advance to next week's semifinal game. Jason Sovereign gets across the 45 up to the 43-yard line. So that'll bring up now a 3rd down and about 2. Jason McQueen splits out up to the top. Brown, Sovereign, and Cameron are your backfield. Hedrick, of course, under center, waiting on the snap. And he gets the snap. Now he hands it off to Brown. Brown trying to break it outside. Brown turns on the jets, gets across the 40, and steps out of bounds just inside the 40 at about the 39-yard line. And we'll see. He will be close. They may have to bring the chains over to measure, and I think that's what they're going to do. Of course, the chain's all the way on the other side of the field. So you got to get the chain crew to hustle all the way over now. But I think Brown picked it up. If not, he's going to be just inches short. It's hard to see right there in front of the Centaurus sidelines. And now you get the signal, first down. So Bryce Hedrick now will get 4 more downs to work with, as he's got first down and 10 at the 39-yard line. And his Raptors own a 6-point lead, 30-24. And the clock definitely now on the Raptors side. Dan Duran checks into the ball game. Rosano in as well. He'll split to the bottom as the wideout. Duran will line up in the fullback position, giving Jason Sovereign a chance to catch a breath on the sideline. And they hand it off to Terrell Cameron. Cameron trying to get to the outside, runs by one, gets by two, three, down to the 30, ran by one Centaurus defender and then just ran over or through two more. And that ball is close down to the first down. He's a little bit short, as I saw they were stretching the chain out there. So the ball at the 30. The Raptors second down and 1. And the Raptors moving the ball rather well. Whatever Coach Ron Peterson said to his team at halftime has resulted in some big plays. And he's got his team where they want to be now. Up 30-24 on Centaurus. Terrell Cameron across the middle down to about the 13-yard line. And he was tripped up. Nice ball again by Bryce Hedrick. Puts it right on the money there on that little slant pattern over the middle. So the Raptors now first down and 10, ball at the 19-yard line. And Centaurus wants a timeout. So after the timeout, Hedrick will have first down and 10, ball at the 19 of Centaurus. They hand it off to Brown. Brown gets up to the 15 about. So second down now and about 7, as both teams again exchanging some words. And that's not what Eaglecrest wants to do. They don't want to get any stupid penalties down here. Hedrick on the counter to Terrell Cameron. This time it's very well covered. That's number 85, Jeremy Hankey, on the tackle. And the Raptors lost a little bit on that one. So Centaurus trying to get their defensive signals straight because they want to stop the Raptors. And the Raptors are looking towards the end zone and padding this lead. They want a little bit of insurance. Ball at the 15 now. And we got a flag. Delay of game penalty on the Raptors, moves the ball back. Third down and a lot longer now. Play action. Hedrick wants to pass. Got some pressure, rolls away from it, sends it downfield. Got a receiver. Oh, and Damian Brown bounced right out of his hands. He didn't have a chance to cover that ball up and pull it in. Jason Rogers now will try and add the field goal. Plenty of leg on this one, and it's good. So 33-24 now. The Raptors lead it, but now they've got to give the ball back to Centaurus. But the field goal by Jason Rogers helps, as it makes it now a 9-point ball game. Rogers puts the big foot into it, end over end. Ball handled, and it's going to be called in the end zone, so they're going to say it's a touchback. So Centaurus needs to go 80 yards and then get the ball back and score again to win this ball game. That ball was almost picked off. The flag comes flying in. I don't know. They're going to call pass interference on the defense, I believe. Hard to tell from this angle, but that looked like a pretty clean defense to me, and that's what they do call. Centaurus comes with Matt D up the middle again. D has been a wrecking ball up the middle so far this afternoon. They don't list heights and weights for this Centaurus squad, but I would imagine D, pretty good sized kid. So I backfield now. Cottle back looking to pass, sends it downfield, got a receiver. Trey Miller, great defense over there. And number 83 for Centaurus, Scott Sunderson, never able to make the play. So the incomplete will bring up second down. And here come the Warriors now. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball at the 47-yard line. And they're going to hand it off up the middle again. And he gets a good gain for Travis Noble and company, pull him down. That's number 20, Charlie Ely. So that's good for another Warrior first down into Raptor territory. As they get the chain set, we'll wait for the official whistle. And now whistles and flags. I think we're going to have procedure again against Centaurus. And that is the call. So that'll move them back 5 yards. Centaurus sends the man in motion. Now they want to pass Jasper Armstrong. Oh, and he had him, and then he got away, sends it downfield. And that ball easily picked off by Jamie Kanapke. Kanapke trying to get a return. And wow, he really got hit there hard by Ryan Johannemeyer. But the Raptors get the ball back, and Kanapke's up on his feet. So Garen Shelton, number 79, also shaken up on the play back at the 40-yard line. And another Raptor down. We'll try. That's Jasper Armstrong, number 54. And Armstrong was the defensive lineman who had the pressure there that made Cottle throw the ball up. And Terrell Cameron on the counter play picks up about, say, 10 yards. And now Terrell Cameron's down. And that does not look good. Terrell Cameron. And Terrell Cameron hobbles off the field there. As you see, Rob Rosano lines up as the wide receiver there. And that ball squirts loose. Now they're going to say that Bryce Hedrick was down. That's a good call. I heard the whistle. So the Raptors pick up the first down, and that's exactly what they wanted to do as they try and eat this clock up. Quick pitch out to Damian Brown. Brown to the outside, still on his feet, picks up some more yardage there. Ahead to near midfield at about the 48-yard line. And now Centaurus wants the timeout. Bryce Hedrick under center now. Waits on the snap. He's got it. Hands it off to Brown. Brown to the outside. Brown has blockers. First down yardage. As Brown gets the ball down there. Eric Robinson adds his editorial comment. Looking for a flag on the late hit there on Damian Brown, as Eric is entitled to do. Ball right at the 40-yard line. And the Raptors on the move. The sun has come out here as it begins to set and starts to cast some long shadows across the field. So Centaurus now seeing their season slip away. They need to stop the Raptors, and the Raptors, with runs like that from Damian Brown, aren't about to be stopped. I think the Raptors now sense that they are on their way. They got to be careful, though. I keep seeing the exchanging words back and forth between teams, and that is not what they need right now. And Bryce Hedrick kind of shaking his head that his teammates are doing that. So the officials are taking the timeout. Maybe, I don't know, are they're measuring for the first down, or maybe they're talking to both teams, trying to settle them down and get some of the trash talking handled. That was a weird, because they charged Eaglecrest with the delay of game penalty, but I think Eaglecrest was waiting for the referees to tell them they'd wound the clock. So regardless, first down and 15, and Bryce Hedrick will just kneel down. And this one will go into the record books. There's the gun. And the Eaglecrest Raptors Eaglecrest will make the school's first ever appearance. I was checking my notes. I knew they had been in the playoffs back in the 4A, but I didn't know how far they had gone. And this will be the school's first ever appearance in a state semifinal football game. And they will play most likely Sierra, and Sierra the #1 ranked team most of the season.